This is Maggie from Less Annoying CRM, and I'm going to walk you through how groups work in our system. Groups, at their core, are a very basic way of creating lists of contacts and/or companies that have something in common. Just tag your contacts with a group, and then you'll be one click away from pulling up that particular list of contacts. Adding a contact to a group is super simple. Just open up their contact record and look in the left column in the Attach an Item to this Contact section. Click Group, and a small dialog window will appear that contains all of your existing groups. Just click to add this contact to one or multiple groups, save, and you'll see a tag appear near the top of the contact's profile indicating that they're now in that group. You can click the X on the tag to remove them from that group. You can also create a brand new group on the fly from that very same pop-up dialog. I'll create a new group here called Merchants and put this contact into that group. You can create as many groups as you need, and you can group contacts based on almost anything. A group can be a list of your active clients, all of the people in a particular region, a list of contacts you met at a specific meeting or convention, or just about anything else. And as you can see here, you can have a contact in as many different groups as you need. In that way, our group system functions similar to a tagging or labeling system, if you're more familiar with that kind of classification. Of course, if you need to add a whole bunch of contacts to a group at once, then going to each individual contact profile one by one would be a bit time-consuming. If you pull up your full contacts and companies list from under the Find a Contact menu, you can add contacts to groups in bulk. Just use the checkboxes along the left side of the screen to select the contacts you need, and then use the menu at the bottom of the page to assign them to a given group. You can create groups on the fly with this bulk assigning as well. Lastly, if you're importing contacts into the CRM from a spreadsheet, you can also bulk assign entire imports to a given group. This is the page you'll see after completing an import, and you'll see the group assigning tool in the list of bulk actions you can take here. Okay, so you've added your contacts to groups, but where do you find those groups? Simple. They're listed here under the Find a Contact menu. Simply click on a group's name, and you'll see the full list of contacts and companies in that group. If you're already on your contact list, you can also use this filtering option to show a given group. To view and edit a list of all of your groups, you can do that from your Manage Groups page. You'll see a link directly to that page in the Find a Contact drop-down here. On your Manage Groups page, you'll see the name of each group in your CRM, and you can jump to a group, rename groups, or delete groups from this list. If you have multiple users in your CRM, you'll also see some other options here. Each group, by default, is created as a private group, visible to only its creator. This can be a little bit confusing. A group's private or public status only affects whether other users see the group itself as a construct. It does not affect whether other users can or cannot see the contacts in that group. So if you have a private group, but your user permissions make your contacts visible to everyone on your account, they'll still be able to see those contacts in your CRM. They just won't see the option to sort by that private group you created. As an administrator, you'll also be able to see other users' groups here and make them public if there's something that needs to be seen by everyone on the account. So if I make this private group that Karen created public, you'll see it appear in my drop-down menu right away. There's one last key function of groups, and that is that they play a central role in several of Less Annoying CRM's integrations with other systems. Note that not every user will have access to these integrations, so if you don't see them as options, then you can ignore this part. Both the MailChimp and Google Contact Syncs allow you to build groups in the CRM and then sync just those contacts across to other systems, and vice versa. If you want more details on the MailChimp integration, check out the Email Marketing Setup option under Settings. For the Google Contact Sync information, try the Sync with Google option in the same menu. Both features have video walkthroughs just like this one. So that's how groups work. But before I sign off, let me mention one common point of confusion in the CRM: when to use pipelines and when to use groups. It really depends on what you need to do. Groups are the far simpler option between the two. They let you build contact lists that are quick to edit and reference, but not much beyond that. Pipelines are designed for process tracking. They come with different statuses, a defined workflow, and even custom fields. There is sometimes some gray area in which is the better option, but generally speaking, if you're tracking a process from start to finish or need a lot of customization, pipelines will be your best option. If you just need to segment your contacts into different lists, go with groups. If you're not sure which to use, click that help button at the top of the page and give us a call or shoot us an email. We're happy to provide guidance on which feature will most simply accomplish what you're looking to do. Thanks for watching and for using Less Annoying CRM.